There are probably numerous reasons why they're only 4%, but I mean, it's actually bleaker in the US, where we did some research that 11% of the S&P 100 are from a non-white background, when 28% of their population is from an ethnically diverse background. And in the UK, it's 14% of the population is from a black and minority ethnic background.
Yeah.
So that's why we launched UPstanding, was to try and bring together all these different ethnic minority groups and showcase these role models to show that actually talent does exist.
Yeah.
And it was International Women's Day yesterday, so it's really sad to also note that the 4 BAME CEOs were all also men. So it's even underrepresented from that side.
Yeah, different layers of diversity there and issues with it. So we'll talk about the list in a moment. First, do you think it's opportunity? Is there a lack of opportunity, or is there racism here?
So there was a study done last year in the UK that showed that although there's underrepresentation, racism is still very common in the workplace. 32% of black and minority ethnic or BAME people in the UK have experienced racial harassment or bullying. And they also felt as though they don't have anyone to look up to that are like them. And they also cited that they didn't really have a mentor to help them with career progression. So all these factors are going to contribute to the fact that they're probably reaching a glass ceiling and not getting ahead. So I think the fact that 1 in 8 of the working population is from a BAME background, but then only 1 in 16 of those top management positions are held by ethnic minority leaders, it shows a distinct disparity.
Yeah, so that would suggest that actually these FTSE 100 companies probably have a relatively diverse workforce, but when they come to the management structure, it narrows down somewhat to essentially white men.
Absolutely.
Let's talk about the list then. I imagine it works in a similar way to the rich list or the pink list, which people will be familiar with. You want to create the top 100 BAME executives.
Yeah, so the list is very much going to showcase the top 100 business leaders who are from a BAME background, but also Hispanic from the US, given the fact that that's a huge issue in the US. And so we're looking for nominations. So people, hopefully some of your viewers will nominate people today. And then we have a fantastic judging panel, which includes the group CEO of Unilever, Paul Polman, Ashok Vaswani at Barclays, Carola Hoyers, who's one of the editors in the FT. So we're going to be judging the nominations based on the seniority and influence of the individual, but also what are they doing to actually drive BAME inclusion inside and outside of the workplace. So you don't just get in the list because you might be a BAME CEO.
Right.
What are you actually doing? You have to kind of prove yourself, because we want to actually encourage these leaders to be more visible, to act as role models and actually make a difference.